Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Standard Information Training Series. So this is the first video in our series, and today we're going to do general platform overview. So Standard Information is a full lead management platform. It can do ping post and direct post, so lead auctions and direct lead management. So you can manage vendors or lead sources you have coming in, buyers or people that you're sending leads to out. This could be yourself. And then you can also buy and sell leads. So this is going to manage all of your lead operations in one place. It is the single most powerful platform to be able to do this. And so today we're going to run through the basics of the platform. And this is going to be the start of our video series here. So diving right in, you're going to land on this dashboard page. This is going to show you all of the activity that's happening in the platform. It is filterable on timestamp. Vendors are your incoming leads, buyers are your outgoing leads, and different verticals you can set up. In this platform, you can set up an unlimited number of verticals. They are completely customizable, so any different kind of lead that you could want. And you can see everything in one place here. So as we scroll down here, you're going to see your daily volumes. And then this is in the marketplace mode. So I will show you how you can switch this over to a brand mode if you're only looking to buy leads. Very quickly, you're going to see the health indicators here. This is just a demo organization, so it's not fully populated here, but this is where you're going to be seeing the amounts of incoming data, whether or not you're purchasing it, bidding on it, if it's validating, and if it's actually going through the system. And then you're going to be able to see some statistics and high-level things on the platform here. And again, you can, of course, sort by all this and customize this here. Moving forward, so we have our three sections, which will be jumping into the next videos. Vendors, which is going to be data into the platform, buyers, data out of the platform, and then streams. And this is a simplified version if you're only looking to buy leads, in which case it's a combined vendor buyer setup. We're going to be jumping into the rest of that in just a minute. To start off with, I'm just going to kind of give you some orientation. So presets here, this is where a lot of the platform settings are globally kept. So you can look at your verticals, which is going to be the next video in this series, where you can see how you can set up verticals. So this is going to be different lead types that you're taking in. This could be auto insurance, it could be legal, roofing, anything that you are taking in. Entities, which is going to be a list of all of the different partners or sources or buyers that you have on the platform. Again, that's going to be covered in the next one. There's going to be the platform settings. These are going to be global settings here. So this is, again, with that first thing where you can enable brand view. So if you switch this over, this will be just if you're buying leads. There are some timing settings for ping post. So if you are doing, if you need to adjust the timing, so how fast you respond to a source, you can control those settings here. There are duplicate settings in here. So this allows you to filter out duplicate pings if you're running in a ping post mode. So that's the two-step auction mode where you actually bid on real-time leads coming in. Or you can just filter out duplicate posts so you're not buying the same lead twice or a lead that you've already purchased, or just rejecting duplicate data coming into the platform. There is this blacklist section. Any field that you have loaded in here, so anything that is in your vertical settings or any of the system fields, you can put on a blacklist. So you can exclude profanity, you can exclude different names if you want to put people on a blacklist, landing pages, sub IDs, anything you want. This will be a global blacklist. We have some advanced settings. This allows you to change the way that posts are done to different buyers, and we'll cover this in the advanced section later on in the video series that we go over exactly how some of these works. Essentially, they're going to help you make more money if you're brokering or if you are selling leads. And if you're buying leads, this is going to make sure that the leads get placed somewhere. And then lastly, the time zone settings. So this will set the time zone for the whole platform, so not just the user. This makes sure that all users on the platform have the same reporting, so you all see the same things. Moving forward in here in our platform settings, we're going to jump into the notifications. So that is going to be what triggers this notification here at the top. And so you can see all the different things that you can toggle on and off to make sure that you are keeping track of all the different notifications on the platform. So this will be kind of your high level reporting here. We have a whole report section. I'm going to cover that in a different section. This is fully customized reports, where it allows you to set up different reports, fully customize them, and kind of go through the different filters there. We have our logs. So this is going to be a running log of every piece of data that comes into the platform. And so you're going to be able to set a timestamp here. You're going to be seeing any data that hits the platform, what happened to it, how it came in, the outcome. This also expands. Again, this will be covered in a later video going through the exact features here. The vendor logs is just a vendor specific version of this. And so this will be data specifically coming in, and if there is any errors or anything related to it and how often that's happening. Moving forward with our general orientation, we have our accounting section. This is going to allow you to connect to Stripe if you want to use the platform to collect payment from buyers. So this will allow you to connect that and then be able to take buyer credit cards if you choose to turn that setting on. We have our returns section here. This is going to allow you to upload returns from buyers. So this will allow you to effectively undo a lead sale, and it will, of course, be kept track of. And you can see that in the reporting section, how many reports, in the reports, how many leads you had, how many you returned, what the ultimate outcome of all of that was. But again, I'll cover this in more depth in a future video. And then our App Store, which I will also cover in more depth in a future video. But this is all of our third-party pre-integrated solutions. We typically have wholesale pricing with these different companies or a set agreement where you can turn this on with just a few clicks to check everything from the phone to frauds, credit scores, address verification. There's quite a few different apps in there and how you can use them, but I will cover that as we go along. So skip ahead if you want to see specifically anything for the App Store. Next, we'll go into settings. So settings here is going to cover your existing members on this platform. This is also where you can send invitations to any new user that you would like to have here. Under the settings, this is also where you can set the profile image for your organization and rename your organization if you choose to do so. This is also the section here where you can invite your different clients, buyers, if you have buyers to the platform, and they will be able to see only what information you'd like them to see on the buyer portal. Or if you're buying leads or you have vendors who are sending you data, you can invite them to a vendor portal, in which case they will be able to see only the information that they have sent in specific to those campaigns. And then the last section will be here. This is your current plan. So this will keep track of your current plan, what your limits are if they exist, and the different tiers that you are at. And so this basically covers kind of the main settings here. The final section we'll go through is support documents. So this is a list of all of the documents that we've preloaded onto the site. This includes everything from error codes to walkthroughs on how to set up different portions of the site to some explainers on some of the apps that we have here. So this is a good place to look for resources or anything else that you might want to see there. And then lastly, we have our organization switcher. So if you have access to multiple organizations or if you want to switch between vendor or buyer views, you can do that here. So with that, I'm going to wrap up this video and we will jump into the next video, which is how to set up verticals.